welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Simlitsi, and here I'm recreating the entire ACOTAR universe in The Sims 4. And that means all the main characters, all the iconic places and locations. And yeah, basically I'm building my own ACOTAR save file. But here's the fun twist: besides the canon stuff, I'm also adding in some of my own original characters and places, just to make the world feel more alive and rich with lore. And today I'm doing something a little bit special. I'm actually introducing my own little family in The Sims. That's right, I created myself, my boyfriend Robert, and my mom and dad as High Fae in the save file. And quick note before we start, these are not our real names. I don't think it's necessary to share our actual private names online. And also, let's be real, since we are from Croatia, our names don't exactly, fit this kind of fantasy setting. So I adapted them into English versions with a more magical vibe. And yeah, basically this video is my chance to share a bit more of my backstory with you all and to, show you how I imagine myself and my closest people living inside the ACOTAR universe. And of course, these Sims aren't 100% accurate to real life, but they are definitely inspired by us. And yeah, I basically adjusted the looks a little bit, clothing, names, and style to kind of fit into this world, but I kept the core personalities and essence of each person. So first up, you'll see me, my sim self. So in real life, I don't actually have this beautiful long platinum blonde hair. Mine is more of a honey blonde, but platinum is definitely my dream hair color. And honestly, I love imagining myself, looking like this as a high fae with starlight magic. And for myself, I mostly use the colors I love the most: black, white, and blue, and I tied them into my outfits. And fun fact, my real name is pronounced Lucia. It's not Lucia, but in my save file I'm Lucia, and it literally means light, which ties perfectly with my imagined magic element of starlight. So I think the whole look and color palette suits me really well. And okay, to be fair, I might have made a slightly prettier version of myself, lol, but hey, we all know in ACOTAR when, humans transform into high fae, they get enhanced a little bit, so they become kind of the best and most beautiful versions of themselves. So yeah, let's just say that's what happened here. And yeah, I created myself as a fairy using the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. And unfortunately, because of the white background, you couldn't really see my wings very well since they are mostly white with soft blue accents, but they do match my overall fairy form color palette. And the next up is my boyfriend Robert, or Robbie, and for him I mostly used black because in real life that's what he usually wears, and it also fits so well with the, whole night court aesthetic. And honestly, he looks pretty much like he does in real life, with his undercut male bun. And instead of making him a fairy, I actually made him a spellcaster, which I think suits his vibe more, and I didn't really change much about him for this world because honestly, he's already perfect to me just the way he is. And yeah, for his traits, I gave him immortal, like the rest of our family as well. Plus, I gave him family-oriented because he truly values family, loves kids, and really dreams of having a family of his own one day. And I also gave him goofball because that's so him. He's so playful and silly, and we are always joking around and being ridiculous together. And yeah, he definitely brings out my craziest side. And with him, I can be 100% myself, and I never have to pretend, and I know he loves me and accepts me exactly as I am, flaws and all, and of course the same goes the other way around. And after my boyfriend comes my mom, and I also made her a fairy as myself. And she's such a strong, confident, and selfless woman, and she's always ready to help and give advice, but also always up for fun as well. And she's honestly my hero and my inspiration, and I'm so I'm endlessly grateful to her for everything. And yeah, total queen energy. And for her, I mostly use green because I imagine her magic element would be like nature. And she absolutely loves being outside and working in the garden, so it felt perfect. And then comes my dad, and he's a little mysterious, very creative, and loves to joke around as well. And he's been a huge artistic influence on me. And he actually taught me how to draw when I was a kid, so my love for art definitely comes from him. So thank you, Dad, for that. And yeah, he's also super connected to nature as well, not a fan of technology, and he's very handy. And he spends a lot of time outdoors and absolutely loves fishing, and that's his favorite hobby these days. So for him, I didn't make him a fairy, but I made him a spellcaster, just like my boyfriend Robert. So yeah, that's my little family in this save file, and of course I'm not going to share too many personal details because I really like keeping some privacy, but I did want to use this video to kind of give you a bit of insight into who I am and where I come from. And yeah, as for me, I'm very, artistic, romantic, and creative person, and I really love, dreaming, imagining, creating, and exploring all sorts of hobbies. And maybe you already know this if you watched my other videos, but I'm obsessed with art, painting, drawing, design, architecture, blah blah blah, like basically anything that lets me express myself creatively. And that's why I love both building in The Sims and also creating Sims, like characters in CAS. And it's actually my favorite hobby right now, and it actually combines my love for ACOTAR with my love for The Sims. And yeah, also, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm definitely your typical, book talk girly, and I really love reading romantasy and slightly smutty books. Yeah, I know, don't judge. And since I also adore The Sims, I thought, okay, why not merge the two? And that's exactly what I'm doing here with this whole project. And yeah, honestly, why not also include myself and my family in my dream world? I mean, let's be real. Like, who hasn't at some point recreated themselves in The Sims? Even if it wasn't in a specific universe, I'm pretty sure we've all at least made ourselves like a big dream mansion at some point. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here as well. Creating my dream palace, my dream home in Velaris, complete with my family and my art studio. Because let's be honest, every ACOTAR fan secretly wants to live in Velaris. And of course, this house isn't exactly realistic, and I'm definitely not rich enough to own a palace like this. But hey, that's what, dreams, imagination, and The Sims are for, right? Okay, alright, let's move on to the build now. So first, I worked on the layout and architecture, adding lots of decorative and architectural details, and then I went crazy with landscaping, probably a little too crazy, but hey, in my world, more is always more. Okay, so this mansion has 3 floors, and on the ground floor I imagine it mainly as a small business space, And yeah, since I'm artistic, I built myself an art studio where, I could host art classes with Feyre maybe, because in my little fantasy we would be close friends. And yeah, I also added a small library just for me, where I would, spend hours reading my favorite romantasy books, and of course a grand piano, because having one of those is definitely a dream of mine, and that's basically my dream hobby space. And yeah, there's also my study, which connects to the library. It's filled with lots of books and decorated in a light color palette, white, soft blue, and light warm wood tones. And the overall style actually reflects my current favorite interior aesthetic, which is kind of mix of, light academia, Georgian, and rococo. And yeah, basically the whole palace is a blend of everything I personally find beautiful in architecture and in design, in terms of colors, styles, and furniture. And yeah, one thing to mention, most of the CC I used is by Felixandre, and you guys already know he's my absolute favorite creator, and his chateau and estate sets are all over this build. And I also sprinkled in a bit of Harry, Pierre Sim, Strange Storyteller, Hey Brian, and a few others. And I'm so sorry if I pronounced any of these names wrong, but yeah. Mainly it's Felixandre, and I try to stick to fewer creators to make it easier for me and you to find all the CC later. And yeah, on this floor I also added a small public toilet for clients or people who attend my art classes. On the second floor, there's a hallway and staircase, a big open kitchen with a dining room and pantry, a large bathroom for the whole household, a small cozy living room, and my parents' bedroom with their own private attached bathroom. And their space is mostly green, white, and wood tones, kinda nature inspired. On the third floor, there's another hallway with staircase, of course, and a small piano, because why not? And there's also Robert's and my bedroom with our own attached private bathroom done in white marble with blue and gold accents. And our bedroom itself follows the same palette, and it's very soft, elegant, kind of luxurious, but also very cozy and warm. And there's also another small bathroom and a kids' room, just in case we would want kids in the same storyline. And yeah, we don't actually have children in real life, of course, but I thought it would be fun to include it here because you never know, I guess. And yeah, everything is fully functional and play tested, and this house will be available for download on my CurseForge like all of my other creations. And the only thing I won't be uploading is myself and my family as Sims because I don't really feel comfortable uploading us for download. But I did want to showcase them here anyway. And of course, you can always make your own families or Sims to move in this house. And maybe you'll even get inspired by this video to recreate yourself and your loved ones in your dream universe as well. So yeah, that's my dream palace in Velaris, as I said, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I would love to hear your thoughts, comments, and ideas. And please let me know what kind of family you would move into this house, or if you ever made yourself in The Sims before. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned because in the next video we'll be heading to a brand new court that we haven't explored yet. So yeah, you definitely don't want to miss it. So see you next time. Bye bye guys!